It's Clyde basketball, and he let us play with it.
Oh, we went in hard that time with the finesse.
One-on-one, he could score against anybody.
They talk about the Willis Reed game. It really should be the Clyde Frazier game.
It was all about doing whatever was needed to do to win a championship, and every step of the way, he did it with style.
Isolated and devastating, invincible, indefensible.
Walt Frazier? Who's Walt Frazier? Oh, Clyde. Nobody calls him Walt. Everybody calls him Clyde.
Walt and Clyde are just totally different people. You know, the hat, you know, the Rolls Royce, and all that was Clyde. It was almost like Walt was sort of in the background and letting Clyde sort of take the stage.
New York had to have Clyde. Clyde had to have New York. No place else. I mean, he has to be in New York.
It was fabulous. New York was free-spirited, and I hit all the East Side spots. And then I ended up eventually uptown in Harlem because they didn't start partying until like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So then you could go to like 4 a.m. up there.
In the city that never sleeps, Clyde Frazier was born. Known as Walt in his Knick uniform, it was his unique dress in the social arena of New York City that created a whole new identity.
The fur coat, big platform shoes, the big afro, the hats.
Back in those days, everyone dressed up. We used to always compete to see who could outdress each other, all the players on the team.
There is a photograph of him with a black hat, like a black cape, and like gold chain. And to me, it was totally Rembrandt.
There's one time we were in Baltimore, and I see this hat, a Borsalino. It had a wide brim. First time I wore that, everybody laughed at me. And I just said, hey, man, I look good in this hat. I'm going to keep it on.
Walt came in with a wide brim hat, and I think the picture of Bonnie and Clyde had been out.
Danny Whalen, the leprechaun of a trainer that they had a great sense of humor and noticed it and said, "What does he think he is, Clyde Barrow?" And it stuck.
Sporting funky threads and a hip nickname, Frazier always stood out in a crowd, but never wilted under the bright lights of New York City.
He had that connection with people that they feel they can approach him.
I want to be around people. I never isolate myself. When I go in the bar, I'm going to the bar. I'm not going in the back. You know, I'm going to buy people drinks. I'm going to drink with them. I like to mingle with the fans. I like to have a good time.
Away from the court, he was Clyde. Once he got to Madison Square Garden, he became more like Superman.
Walt could do pretty much what he wanted to do on the basketball floor.
Whatever needed to be done. If he needed to come up with a key steal, he did that. He was a good rebounding guard. He could shoot from the perimeter. He could take it to the basket.
I was the maestro, the orchestrator. I was the guy that got everybody involved.
Everyone has a certain rhythm that he dribbles to.
If you look at him most of the time on the court, he walks slow.
I'm going to do it at my own pace, but it's going to get done.
But then sometimes you just turn it on.
He just has this certain way about him. Everything just seems to come easy for him.
He was the greatest athlete I ever played. One-on-one, he could score against anybody.
When the game was on the line, that's when he would make that big steal.
Rush across the left front, loses the Frazier. Drives ahead of the field, down the line, layup.
He could take from you anytime he wanted to, but he waited till it meant something to the team. He's just a great player.
When you look at me, we could be up by 10 or we could be down by 10. I don't give you any inclination of what's happening. But on the inside, I'm percolating like everybody else, but my demeanor on the outside is one of cool.
I mean, one thing is Clyde never had a technical foul called against him, as far as I know.
It was a culmination of all of these things that once I got to New York, in Madison Square Garden, and key moments where people say, man, this guy is cool.